Yeah, there we go. That was my fault. Yeah, she's quite right. I didn't have the mic on. You must have been watching me gabbing away to you. And so, just to recap, this is the last day of Song Factory until the 2nd of May because we're off to America at the end of next week and we need some time to get ready for that. And so May the 2nd will be the next one. Last week I've got to apologise because Steve Gibbons was in the factory, but he wasn't happy with his bit of the show, and he said, oh, could I pull it? And I said, yeah, sure you can. So I pulled it, and we'll get him back another time when he's feeling a bit more up to performing and stuff. But anyway, sorry about the microphone. It's I'm chief cook and bottle washer, you know. I have to do it all. So here's a song, look, that I haven't done for a bit, and oh, the mic wasn't on. I'm going to do some stuff tonight that you wouldn't have heard before. But first of all, here's this one. Open your eyes, beautiful skies are calling you. Look at the sun, day has begun, there's lots to do. Early bird, have you heard? It's gonna be a frosty morn. Put on your face, pick up your case and wave bye-bye. I'd love you to wait, but now it's so late, you'll have to fly. Early bird, pass the word, it's gonna be a frosty morn. Better curl up and keep your baby warm. He doesn't know it yet, what turns you on. He doesn't know that he is born. No, 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 no. Na, 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 na. Na 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 na. Look at your nest, it's all in a mess. How can you go? Had a bad night and now you've got to look right. Nobody must know. Early bird, have you heard? It's gonna be a frosty morn. It's gonna be a frosty morn. Early Bird. That's a very old song, but it was done on the BC collection, a version of it, a little bit different to that one I've just played. But do you know this week's somebody, Kevin, a guy named Kevin, sent me a tape of a group named Magic Box doing that song, a different version to that, but it was their own version of that song, Early Bird, and they also did a song called Mary Calinto, which is another old song, and I'm not going to do that one tonight, maybe another time, you know. But what I am going to play tonight is something that. Okay, I'm just gonna play it. I can't begin to talk about it. So let's go. Let me just try that again. What was happening there? That's better, isn't it? Private Eamon Harris took the family to an air display. Watch the aerobatics, he must have got quite carried away. For as he looked into the sky, he thought how he would like to fly, and suddenly the ground was far below. Everybody running to and fro. Private Eamon Harris, oh won't you please come back again? It really is too lavish to go and steal an aeroplane. To go and steal an aeroplane. Eamon Harris, don't you know you're the highlight of the show? But can't you see your family running round? Don't you think it's time you settle down? Oh, won't you come home now? Yes, you have shown how very, very, very clever you can be. Private Eamon Harris flies round the sky just like a bird. Istanbul to Paris, people call but he can't hear a word. With his undercarriage jam, still he's gonna try and land. Everybody run to stay alive. There's no guarantee where he'll arrive. Oh, won't you come home now? Yes, you have shown how very, very clever you can be. Private Eamon Harris, Private Eamon Harris, Private Eamon Harris. Oh, yeah, it's gone. Private Eamon Harris, Private Eamon Harris. Now, when that song came out, it was by Ian Campbell Folk Group. In fact, that's the Ian Campbell Folk Group, his backing group there, playing that track there. And that's a whole nother story how all that's happened. But let me just tell you that I wrote the song. It was called Private Eamon Harris, and it's it's a bit weird because I did that when I was a kid, like that song, like a joke song. And of course now I fly airplanes, so now it's a kind of it's a little bit sort of prophetic, isn't it? Really, in a way. But look, it is not pathetic, prophetic. I said. Prophetic, that was that word. Where was I? Yes. And I wrote that Private Eamon Harris. But Ian Campbell heard it and he phoned me up and he said, I'd like to put this record out. But he says, we've got to change the name from Private Eamon Harris to Private something else, like Private Harold Harris. Let's say Private Harold Harris. Harold Harris. And I said, well, why you got to change? He said, well, because there's no such thing as a private in the Air Force. You can't have a private in the Air Force. There's no such rank. Well, me, like a dummy, I he said, we can't put it out unless we do that. And so I thought, I want the record out. So I let him change it. And it was called Private Harold Harris, which, and tonight is the first time that song has ever been done in the history of music, and certainly in the history of Dave's Song Factory, and now it's back to its original title, which is Private Eamon Harris. Private Eamon Harris took the family to an air display. Watched the aerobatics, got carried away and stole an aeroplane. The naughty lad. Did you like that? It's good fun. So That's Private Aaron Harris. And okay, somebody else wrote to me, and you know, I'm ever so sorry. I can't actually remember your name, but it wasn't Kevin. It was, I don't think. But it was when I'd done, I think, Redshift, or I did a song. Oh no, I think I did City Girl. City Girl, that's right. And somebody wrote and said, "Couldn't you do Eye of a Hurricane?" Which is on the same album, the BC Collection. And well, I'm gonna give it a go. The answer is I don't know. Maybe I can. So let's see how it sounds on my new guitar, because this guitar is so nice to play, I tell you. So here we go. This is a song from the BC Collection. Never tried it on one guitar before, but it must be. Here I go, imagining I'm somebody I'm not, never really knowing what I've got or where to stop. Turn around, leave it for the loser next in line. Find another mountain I can climb. Here I go one more time, dancing in the eye of a hurricane. Eye of a hurricane, dancing in the eye of a hurricane. I, I, Yesterday, when I was indestructible, I thought, just flying without wings above the storm, safe and warm. I saw you standing there, in the mirror of my eyes. You know there's only sadness in my skies. Here I go one more time, dancing in the eye of a hurricane. Eye of a hurricane, dancing in the eye of a hurricane. Eye of a hurricane, dancing in the eye of a hurricane. Eye of a hurricane, dancing in the eye of a hurricane. Everywhere I go, ooh, everywhere I go, oh, everywhere I go, I see you standing there, a shadow in the mirror of my eyes. You know there's only sadness in my skies. Here I go one more time, dancing in the eye of a hurricane. Eye of a hurricane, dancing in the eye of a hurricane. Eye of a hurricane, dancing in the eye of a hurricane. Eye of a hurricane, dancing in the eye of a hurricane. Yeah, dancing in the eye of a hurricane. Sad tale of somebody who's losing the plot there. And you know that song. Those of you who are interested, I mean, this is Dave's Song Factory, and so I feel obliged to point out because I like music. I like chords and so on. So I feel obliged to point out that that song changes key in the chorus. I know you've noticed. I know, but you know, a lot of songs change key in the chorus, like Penny Lane had that lovely chorus where it jumped into another key when he got to the chorus. So does them Roy Wood songs, that really famous one of Roy's. It changes key, and it's just a great little a thing to put in if you can, of lifting the song into another key. You know, it doesn't always work, but that song goes from the key of E, so la 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 la, and then it gets into the key of C, so it's dancing in the eye of a hurricane. Another key completely, and as a songwriter, I like studying how other artists, other writers rather, have figured that out, how you can change key and how you can do stuff like that. That one comes out of that key, that out of the C key. This is the C key. Do, 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 and it's found the original key there. La 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 la. You know, there's another song that I was kicking this around last night. I was playing this guitar and just and another song of mine which changes key, and it starts off in E like that. Well, I'll play it. It's off the Signs album. It goes like this. Look. Some things used to be sacred, now they are not. Some people were worshipped, oh, but they got shot. All the world tries still to get to the top, and nobody knows where it's all gonna stop. Only the rain knows the way back to the sun. Only the rain holds a rainbow. Only your heart beats to destiny's drum, and though heartaches will come, pretty soon they'll be gone. Only the rain knows the way back home. Some things are hidden way down deep, can't even find them till I'm asleep. Then in the morning those stairs look so steep, and the sky is so high, and my coffee so weak. Only the rain knows the way back to the sun. Only the rain holds a rainbow. Only your heart beats to destiny's drum, and though heartaches will come, pretty soon they'll be gone. Only the rain knows the way back home. Yeah, only the rain knows the way back to the sun. that kind of song, kind of another sort of got quite of a strange little storyline to it, because it ends on that hopeful thing. But anyway, I was talking about changing key, wasn't I? So I better just finish that up. It starts in the key of E there, but it lifts itself up to the key of G for the chorus. Only the rain knows the way back to the sun. And that's that's a really nice song. Only the rain. It just kind of says that sometimes you have to go through the crap to get to the good stuff, because I guess because you appreciate it more when you get to it. I don't know. It's just a song. It's just the way it happened. I didn't think about it. I was just picking my guitar and I thought some things used to be sacred. Now they're not. Some people worshipped them, oh but boy, they got shot. But all the world is still just trying to get to the top. And nobody knows where it's all gonna stop. Only the rain knows the way back to the sun. Only the rain holds the rainbow. Well, hey, listen, we've got a new record coming out very soon. I think it's going to be called Dave. I know it's a pretty insipid title, or pretty unimaginative title, should I say? But I kind of like the idea of going back to something really simple. It's just a bunch of my songs, done with my team, my organisation team, and as always, Martin's done nearly every one, and there's a whole bunch of people who came and helped me with it, and I'd like to play this one to you, just on a guitar, look, if I can remember the words. This is on the new album. People go, places stay, I saw it all today. The city streets look the same, but you were nowhere in the frame as people passed along the way. Da, 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 making like it was another day. I turned around and you were gone, without a bye or leave, or I'll see you later on. And it seems like the laws of motion are going wrong. People go, places stay. Only yesterday you were there full of fun, playing country on a Fender telly with a broken string, making music out of everything. I turned around and you had gone, without a chorus or a roll upon the drum. And it seems to me the laws of motion are poking fun. Oh, how I'd love to see you standing at my door. Oh, I'd love to see you standing there. Nobody gets to stay in one place anymore. Always on the go, always on the go, always on the go, always on the go. Always gotta be somewhere else. Always gotta be somewhere else today. Always gotta be somewhere else. Always gotta be somewhere so far away. Always gotta be somewhere else. Always gotta be somewhere else today. Always gotta be somewhere else. Always gotta be somewhere so far away. Why'd you have to go so very far away? People go, places stay. The laws of motion say takes a lot of energy just to lift your head and see the sun rise high up on a brand new land, a broken landing. When there's nobody to understand, I closed my eyes and you had gone. Oh, and suddenly a shadow passed across my sun, and now it's like the laws of motion have come undone. People go, places stay. The laws of motion say people go, places stay. The laws of motion say people go, places stay. Laws of motion say. Yeah, it's called The Laws of Motion. It's a song from my new album. I hope lots of people are going to buy it. I think it's really good stuff. The album, that is. And hey, what was that? Somebody's, maybe that must be calling time. Somebody. Anyway, look, we've come to the end of our time. Thanks ever so for hooking up with me again tonight. This is Dave's Song Factory, and I'll be seeing you again on May the 2nd, Thursday, May the 2nd, and I guess that all it leaves me to do is to say good night for now. Thanks for everyone for hooking up. I'm going to read what you write about me on the notes and stuff. I haven't been able to read it while we're going, so see you next time.